Welcome back to the Command Center Anime. You understand me? You understand me? My name's Quentin Reinhardt, and we are about to take off. You understand me? Into that Metroid Dread picture. You understand me? We're gonna do the rest of this ink. We're gonna do some more of this ink at the bottom of this picture tonight, man. Like I said, welcome back to the Command Center, man. Hope you enjoyed the show. Let's get it. Let's get to it. You ready? You know we gotta have you understand me, techno in the background. You understand me as we proceed with this anime picture in which, fam, we will be giving away, for those, as always, newcomers, we will be giving this picture away that we're currently drawing. We usually do this on Monday nights, anime Monday nights. We're doing a makeup anime Monday night tonight, because we missed this Monday, but we're going to be giving this picture away with the $50 gift card and Street Fighter, let's get it right, Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6. So some lucky viewer or subscriber. You don't gotta be subscribed. That's the good thing about my channel, man. You can view the channel. You understand me? That's all. You understand me? Because like I said, fam, I was gonna draw a picture and play a game whether y'all was looking or not. Okay, look, here's a look at how far we have come. You dig? You understand me? I'm gonna focus y'all on the picture so y'all can see what's up. Yeah, we're gonna be putting the ink at the bottom here. We're gonna be doing this other half. And fam, I'm thinking I'm gonna chop this bottom part off to speed us up since we behind. So what I mean by that is I'm thinking I'm gonna take this bottom part where this line is right here and cut this off and make tonight in our inking. So we'll start coloring. So it probably won't take too much from the picture at all. Nobody, if you're not an artist, you don't even know what I'm talking about anyway. So anyway, yeah, it's just gonna make us get done pretty much faster. So we just gonna continue our inking. And we're gonna do, like I said, this whole area. These two spots at the bottom, we're gonna cut off so we can speed this picture up, because we're trying to get this out before we reach 400 subscribers, so I can give that other gift away also. You understand me? At 400 subscribers, like I said, we will be giving away a $100 gift card, and we're going to be giving that Mortal Kombat 1 game away also. So yeah, man, stay tuning in, man. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah, you understand me? Hope you guys enjoyed that Hubris earlier today on the PSVR 2, which is a crazy good game, man. Which is a crazy good game, man. We've been going. We almost tell you the truth, and let me bring you guys up. We almost about to get done with that game, man. That is crazy. We ain't got too much more of that game to finish. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, we ain't got too much more of that game to finish. We get that done, and then we're gonna start us a new PlayStation VR game too. We're gonna start that after that Hubris. We're gonna start that that Red Matter. We were gonna start that game first, but it's Red Matter is a puzzler, and yeah, I'll be getting stuck on puzzle games, man. You understand me? So I didn't want my first PSVR 2 game to be a puzzler game. I wanted it to be an action, more of an action game. So that's why I chose that Hubris, which is on Steam PCV. You can buy that game on Steam also. Like I said, here we go with them PC VR exclusives straight from Steam to the PSVR 2 because the control scheme is right. We would have got a lot of more PC VR games on the PSVR1 had the right control scheme. Yeah, man, I knew why they wasn't putting a lot of the PC VR games on the PSVR1, and Sony knew too. That control with them moves. Yeah, man, yeah, it's crazy, man. Now there's a way, like I said, you can hook that VR helmet up to the PC and play PC VR games on the PlayStation VR 1. Yeah, with the PlayStation VR 1. I don't know too much about it. I've seen people do it. I've seen people doing it, you know what I mean? I don't know how to do that too much. I would prefer to buy just a standard PC VR helmet, you understand me? But for somebody that can't afford that or invested already and that's a good, yeah, you can look that up, man, on YouTube, man. Man, you can look up anything today, man. It won't be long before they crack the code on this new one that we got. Matter of fact, speaking of VR helmets, that MetaQuest 2, that MetaQuest 3, you can pre-order that as of today, fam. I was going to let you guys know that, and I will be letting you guys, the people that didn't watch this episode, know that Fight Night Friday night, yeah, I had a lot of YouTubers got hands-on with that device, and they say, man, it's raw. I knew that device. I knew the MetaQuest 3 was gonna be everything and more. You understand me? Yeah. But I'll tell you what, if you got that MetaQuest Pro, you gotta up on the MetaQuest 3, because the MetaQuest 3, from what I understand, don't have eye tracking and foveated rendering. But everything else is better on the MetaQuest 3 than on the MetaQuest Pro. That's what I got out of all of my guys' reviews today. Yeah, it's Fight Night Friday night. As I said, fam, we were gonna play Mortal Kombat 1, the new Mortal Kombat 1, the game we're gonna be giving away. We're gonna play that game further on down the road. Especially when I almost reach 400 subscribers. We're gonna go through that game on Fight Night Friday night. We're gonna be giving a copy away with that $100 gift card, so we got plenty of time. We're gonna get into that. But this Fight Night Friday night, I had told you guys I was gonna let you guys know what we were gonna be playing this Fight Night Friday night. We're gonna be taking a look at an Arc Systems game. Works well. They help. I guess they published the game or something. They had something to do with the game, but I know I seen Arc System Works. We're gonna take a look at that DNF Duel, which we supposed to took at it a while back. Took a look at it a while back ago. We're gonna take a look at that game, which is crazy. You understand me? Now I'm gonna tell you something. You're gonna see a lot of those type of games on my channel. Those are the games, the fighting games, the racing games, and retro games and VR games. But the fighting games, Fight Night Friday night, you're gonna see a lot of 2D Japanese anime fighters. That's what I play. You know what I mean? I'm just giving you guys the ups on them. Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear. Matter of fact, next Fight Night Friday night, we are jumping off into Guilty Gear Strife, you dig? So yeah, I own all of these guys' games, man. Yeah, I am an Arc System Works fan to death. You understand me? I got, man, it's over with. You understand me? If Arc System make it, I'm buying it. You know what I mean? Yeah, them are my guys, amongst others. You know what I mean? There's other guys, Namco. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of Neo Geo titles on my channel. You're gonna see any 2D fighter. Japanese 2D fighter. I have a lot of them games, man, and those are the fighting games that I really play on this channel. Now we cover all fighting games, especially if they're popular. We're gonna cover the games or talk about them or something if we don't even get into them. You know what I mean? But yeah, most of you will see a lot of Japanese anime 2D fighting games on my channel, man. That's what as far as fighting games, you're gonna see them, man. You're gonna see after this Metroid drawing, you probably won't see another drawing like this on my channel. You probably mostly see anime, straight hard anime, Bleach, Samurai 7, straight anime flicks. We just, when this came out, it hit hard and we was into it. You know, we was playing it on the channel. We're gonna get back on it next year. We're gonna pick up right where we left off next year on this game. But we decided to draw this cover of this pictures and give it away to somebody. Yeah. At first we were gonna just put it up in the command center, but over a period of time, man, I got so many drawings, man, and so many pictures, man. Yeah, man, I just thought, hey, man, let's get some pictures out to some viewers, man. You know what I mean? For viewing the channel, you know what I mean? Because I can always draw another picture. You know what I mean? And let's give them a $50 gift card or a $100 gift card. And yeah, let's make it worth, checking out, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you might learn something too if you draw. You know what I mean? It's good, yeah. Mix it up a little bit. We just don't play games. We do anime, we draw. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Give it a little variety, man. Add a little variety to it. Like I said, man, before I started the channel, this is exactly what I was doing, fam. Yeah. I draw all the time. We supposed to be getting back to the Herion electronic sketch art pad I got in there. Spent $1,000 for. We ain't got back on that yet. We supposed to get back on that, but right now we're gonna go ahead and continue doing drawings just like this. We're gonna get to that sooner or later. Okay, yeah, we got plenty of time. I'm not going nowhere. You dig? Hopefully y'all ain't. Yeah. So So we're gonna get to all that, man. We got plenty of time, man. Never be in a hurry. Yeah, so we're gonna get through. We're gonna run this picture, hopefully, to somebody. Man, I'm gonna tell you this right now. When whoever get this picture right now, I'm gonna tell you right now. You ain't gonna hear the end of it, buddy. And look, when we start dropping this color the very next episode, because we're gonna chop this bottom part off. So we're gonna start doing the color the very next episode. Now watch how the color's not gonna take as long as this ink. You know, but I wanted to hand do it. You know what I mean? So man, hey, yeah. I wanted to hand do it myself. The whole picture, man. You understand me? It'll take a long time for this picture to go dull or lose any type of effect because of that. You know what I mean? Because of that. You know, I took my time and laid the ink down on this picture with this ink, with these ink pens. It's gonna take a minute for if you put some. I'm gonna ship it to whoever win it with some plastic over it, probably in a frame. And man, if you never take it out that frame or that plastic, it ain't gonna never fade. Yeah. So, and I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody come over your house, if they ain't all the way up on it, they're gonna think it's a poster at first. I'm telling you, man. Now, and you comment in the, whoever win it, comment in the comments if the winner is watching. As soon as you get the first, man, did you draw? Yeah. As soon as you get that first time, man. Yeah. You ain't gonna hear the end of it, man. I got my pictures that I drawed around in the command center. I always get all the time, man. Is that a poster or a drawing, man? You know, and then when they get up on it, I'm like, yeah, that's a drawing. I drew that, man. They be pressed to believe that, man. Sometimes, man. They be like, you drew that? Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. Yeah. So I get that a lot. That's why I'm for sure you gonna get it if you win this picture. You know what I mean? Make sure you hang it up, man. You understand me? Say, hey, man, look, I got that one that in the Commanding Man Center. You understand me? Yeah. You understand? Yeah. My boy from the command, a.k.a. my girl. You understand me? Something there for the command center with a $50 gift card. And we won that Street Fighter 6. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. You dig? Yeah. So yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Yeah, we're gonna get into that DNF duel. My boy Ghostblade. Yeah, we're gonna get into some Ghostblade. You understand me? For them Japanese anime fans out there, man. They got some cool animes. I got 3 more Arc System work games to pick up. I got mostly all of them on the Hyperspin drive. But I want to pick up the physical copies of the games. And one of them is an older Arc System Works game I just never picked up. And that was that Kill La Kill. We're gonna pick that up, and then we're gonna pick up Melty Blood Type Lumina. We're gonna pick that up, and then is it another one? I think it's another one. And I was gonna go. All the other ones I already have. I try to get every game them guys come out with, man. Cause yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's a few more, but I got them on the Hyperspin drive. So yeah. But these particular games I want a hard copy of. That Kill La Kill, that Melty Blood Type Lumina. I got current code access again on the Hyperspin drive. So I got all the other prior games on that Hyperspin. That's good having a Hyperspin drive, man. If you missed that episode, go back and check out the 8 terabyte Hyperspin drive. I left a link down in the description below in that video where you too can pick you one up, man. For the guys that didn't see that video, man, we took a look at it, and man, let me tell you, man, it's crazy, man. Now, like I said, man, what guys have been doing, man, they've been taking they've been buying arcade machines such as the ones I have, even arcade 1-ups. Putting the PCs in them with one of them Hyperspin drives, mapping the buttons out to the buttons on them on these cabinets, and it's over with. You gotta, man, yeah, man. And some of them even go as far as putting the guns on the side, the sending light guns, the stern wheels, yeah, the brake, yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah, some of them go fall all the way out, and some people get a cabinet built just to put that Hyperspin drive in with all that stuff. You understand me? Yeah. They might go and get a 32 terabyte or something like that, and buy the stern wheel, the pedals, the sending light guns, everything you're gonna want, because that Hyperspin drive is gonna have a lot of games on it, and they're all types of games. You understand me? So yeah, they're gonna make a way so they can play all of them games that are on that drive, man. My guy, Vic, VIP, he does a lot of that type of stuff for people, man. He's got a channel. Check him out, Vic. VIP, man. Type that in, man. And check him out, man. He, man. It's crazy, man. Yeah, that guy putting them arcade games together like that. But I'm just gonna play mine through my PC. I ain't gonna. We was gonna do that, but we may still do it next year or the year after. We may still do it, but right now we're not. We got our mind set on other things. You dig? You understand me? What? Man, I hope you guys enjoyed that episode of Tuesday night arcade night with that Darius guy, Dan. Like, you dig, man. That's a crazy shooter, man. Like I said, and here we go again. Them Japanese shooters, I got a lot of them on the Hyperspin. I got a lot of them shooters, them Japanese shooters on my arcade machines. The pedestal, yeah, and the Pandora's Box 9D. I got a lot of them. And the ones I don't got on those, I have almost all of them on that drive. And man, it's good to invest in one of them drives, man. You got whole libraries of systems of games in them Hyperspin drives. You got the whole library. You understand me? Yeah. So it's crazy, man. You go on PS2, you got the whole PS2 library. You go to Sega Saturn, you got the whole Sega Saturn library. And not only American, you got the Japanese library too. Yeah, you can't beat that, man. You can't beat that. And the best thing about all that, you got PC games on there up to the date. And it's like I said, some of them drives, man, have the Switch on it, the PS4 also. Some of them drives have added them two systems too, even making it even more current. You know what I mean? So yeah, check into it, man. If you game a lot, instead of going out buying all them games, if you like retro games, man, invest into you one of these. We're gonna be doing, like I said, a review on the Pandora's Box 9D. Playthrough arcade machine, and the pedestal. Okay, these multi-cades I got, I'm gonna be telling you guys where you two can pick you guys one up, and how much it's gonna cost you, and how much to ship it. Yeah, all of that. Yeah. We're gonna get into it. I do that every year because I know some guys, and you can go back in the videos, and I have reviews on these machines, but we always keep it current and do a new review for them guys that ain't never watched the channel before. It's always some new people, man. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. It's always some new people, and that's what we like, new people. You dig? You understand me? So, man, the good news is our next episode of Anime Monday, we should start that color, and we're gonna start that. I'm probably gonna start that color from the top with that red background, and you knock that red background out the way behind them Emmys. Let me see. Where is our cover? Our cover is right there, and if you guys can see on there, that red background in the back, we're gonna knock that red background out with them Emmys in the back. Now, when I put that red back there, that orange, and mix that and blend them colors back there, when you see that, you're gonna see right there, when just be putting that red back there, like that red and that orange back there, you're gonna be like, oh yeah. Now, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna jump off. That shadow on Samus's gun, on her cannon, with that light on the end of both parts of that cannon. See, that's ink too. You understand me? Yeah. Wait till you see how that's gonna look, man. It's gonna look just, it's gonna be crazy, man. See, little details like that make your picture, man, come to life, man. Like I said, man, when they see this at first in your house, they're gonna think it's a poster. They ain't gonna think it's a drawing, man. Tell you. You're like, dang, he said they was gonna think it was a poster. They thought it was a poster. Yeah. Man, when you get that Metroid Dread poster like that, man, yeah. My man on the command said, you did! Yeah, that's what you tell them, man. You understand me? Tell them to tune in, because we'll be drawing that Bleach next. And we're going to get that out. Yeah, we're going to be drawing Ichigo Karasaki, Captain Hitsugaya and them. Yeah, Ranji and them. Yeah. We're going to have all them guys on there, man. We're going to do us a Bleach cover. And, man, we're going to send that out probably with another $50 card and a game. Yeah, we're going to keep it going, man. We're going to keep it going. Yeah, and then I ain't no telling who we going to draw after that, but it's going to be crazy. It's going to be whoever we draw. It's going to be anime, and it's going to be crazy. So, yeah, tune in, man. Make sure you stay tuned in on Anime Monday. You understand me? Where we draw our anime flicks. You dig? You understand me, man? Yeah, man. Yeah, but like I said, man, that's me, man. Them 2D fighters. Now, man, I was heavily, when the Neo Geo came out, man, back in the days, man, I'm going to tell you something. That was a fighting fans. If you played fighting games, man, and when the Neo Geo came out, man, it was very, very expensive back in the day. I think that system was like $700, but you got exactly what was in the arcade with that system. It was the only real, true home arcade gaming system ever to me. Yeah. You got the exact arcade game at your home with that Neo Geo. That's why it was so expensive, man. You were actually playing arcade. You were actually playing with arcade equipment at your home in the form of cartridges. Those, man, you see, check out how big them. Look up the Neo Geo and check out how big them carts is, man. Man, them carts was always trip on how big them carts was, and that system came with arcade stick. It didn't come with a controller. It came with an arcade stick. Yeah. It was an expensive system. I think you got that arcade stick. You got a memory card. You didn't even get a game with it. You had to buy a game. And the crazy thing about that was, all of the games for that, you just spent out $700 some dollars, approximately $800 with taxes for the system. Each game for that system costed like $190. The lowest games for that system back in the day were $199.99. Every other game, especially if it was a popular title, was $250 or plus. Yeah. Now today, those same games are worth more money than that. Man. Yeah, that's the only old system I know is still popular and probably worth more money than it was back then now. Man, that King of Fighters 98 back then would have cost you $250. Today, that same game might cost you over $1,000 from a collector. Yeah. These 2D fighting, like I said, if you was a 2D fighting anime, Japanese, especially if you liked an anime, you was getting that system. You was getting that system, man. And I'm gonna tell you something. Only system I heard a lot about, but never really seen, man. Nobody really had it. Everybody talked about it, but nobody had one. Yeah. Because it was so expensive, man. You know what I mean? That was the only system that I ever heard a lot about, but did never see it. You know what I mean? I remember I tried to buy it from electronics boutiques. They didn't even have them, and they couldn't even get them in stock because they were so popular. As soon as they get one, it's sold. And you would think at $700 to $800 for the system, you would think, man, y'all out of them, and they cost that much, but they out of them. Yeah, that's how popular the game systems was, man. Yeah, that Neo Geo wasn't on it, man. It was crazy, man. That was one of the most popular systems I ever. Yeah, but it was a fighting games. 99.9% of the games for that system are all 2D fighters. Yeah, man. Yeah. You had some shooters, you had some racers. You know what I mean? But most of the games for that system, man, they sell it. They sell the Neo Geo MVS. It looks just like my Blaze Blue arcade machine, but it's the real MVS. It comes with a certain amount of games on it. Yeah, and that's the real MVS. And man, yeah, it's crazy, man. And you'll notice you'll get an emulation copy of King of Fighters for the Neo Geo. You got emulation copy. It's running good, but Treat never had it up against the original copy. Now, you put them side by side, you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. That MVS copy gonna outdo that emulation copy all day. Yeah, it depends on what emulation you running, though. I ain't gonna even lie. So some people got some damn good emulation, man. You understand me? You be pressed to tell which one is the real one from the fake one. Today's systems are much more powerful than the systems that we had back in the days. You know what I mean? I always thought that Neo Geo system was like 64 meg or something like that. And it turned out that game system was 16-bit, just like the Super Nintendo. And I'm like, how is that? It was the carts that had all the had all the megs and all the powers, the cartridges that you was buying for it. Yeah, I'm like, man, yeah, I couldn't get past that, man. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. When SNK first came out, all you seen from them was arcade machines. Nobody even knew they didn't have a system, man. But everybody wished they did. I remember when because they game Samurai Showdown, King of Fighters was running neck to neck with Street Fighter, man. Yeah, it was crazy, man. Yeah, and everybody wished they did. They finally came out over in Japan, overseas first with a rental MVS. You could rent this thing, take it home, hook it up to your TV, and play Neo Geo games on it. But it was so popular, SNK decided that they was gonna come out with a home console version of that. Why they do that, man? That was the most popular system Only thing was wrong. If it would have been more affordable, it would have took. We probably wouldn't have Nintendo's or Sega, man. Yeah, I see that system taking over, man. Oh, we might have did because where they would have went wrong then is most of their games would have been fighting games. Here we go. And they didn't have most of their games are fighting games on that system. Now, if you gotta be a fighting fan, like I said, they have fuse different types of games here and there. I've seen a couple racing games. I've seen a lot of shooting games, like the shooting game we were playing on. Matter of fact, on that the last Tuesday night arcade night with that Darius got in on the pedestal behind me in that video. That game is a Neo Geo. That's on that big screen is a Neo Geo shooter on it. From SNK. That ran on the Neo Geo. I forgot what game that was, but that is a Neo Geo game, and it's a shooter just like Darius. I forgot what the name of that game. It's a famous one too. That's a famous shooter by SNK. I got all the famous ones. But yeah. I forgot the name of that game though. But yeah. If you go back to that video, if you want to know what game I'm talking about, in that video we did yesterday, in that Tuesday night arcade night video, the screen beside me that was playing that game, that is a Neo Geo classic shooter. That very game. They got some nice shooting games. They got a few nice racers too, man. You understand me? Yeah, they got a few nice racers. But like I said, they were mostly known for their fighting games, man. I'll tell you what, I'll take that back. They was known for a lot of Metal Slug was one of they. Man, Metal Slug was so popular. They got like 6, I don't know how many Metal Slugs it is, but if you know Metal Slug, SNK made that game also, man. They got about, I know it's at least 6 or 7 of them. I got every one of them. So, but I rarely play them, but I got every one of them. And I think those games are 2-player games. 2 people can play those games at the same time, but those were hugely popular back in the day. That Metal Slug, because anybody could play it. It was Simple Simon. Don't forget, fam, tomorrow we're gonna take a look at that game on Steam that I've been playing. It's an anime. It's a Japanese anime. You understand me? A platformer. It's crazy, man. Yeah. It's crazy, man. Steam got a lot of good games, man. Yeah. They got a lot of trash games too. Let me say that. They got a lot of trash games too, man, on Steam too, man. But they got a lot of good games. So yeah. So yeah, they really need a test before you buy on every game they got. Cause man, I'm gonna tell you something. You'll look at a game on Steam and say, man, that look raw, and get the game and find out how raw it is. Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, they got some of them games on Steam. I remember when that game survived, V1, V3. We played that on the PlayStation VR. We went through that whole game, that Survive game, the zombie apocalypse game. I remember when that first touched on Steam about 3 or 4 years ago. It had so many glitches in it. Nobody even wanted to play that game. I watched that game come all the way back. So it got so popular, they ported it over to the PSVR. Now, it had to get extremely popular to get ported over to the PSVR. Man, yeah, I remember a time when nobody would even play that game. Yeah. So I tell you, some games, they do them patches. They get them patches going and they correct the game. You know what I mean? But I always thought, even when that game had its flaws, that it was a good zombie VR first-person shooter. Even back then with its flaws, it's still to this day got some flaws, but not as many as it had when it first came out, man. It was crazy. But yeah, we went through that. Go back in the videos, man. If you ain't seen that, we went through the whole game. Survive. V1, V3. They upgraded that to the PSVR 2. So you can get that game now on the PSVR 2. It's on the PlayStation 5 store now for the PSVR 2. I knew they was gonna port that over. I didn't think they were gonna port it over to the PSVR 1 because of the taking out the clips and all that type of stuff. You know, them games, man, they kind of stayed away from with the PSVR 1 because it was gonna be hard to do that type of stuff with them PlayStation moves. You know what I mean? And then you ain't have no directional button on the PlayStation moves. So you just got the buttons. So your forward and back, side to side movement is with buttons. So yeah, it's you got to get used to it, especially if you come from standard PC VR or the Quest control scheme, which is the same. If you come from a standard PC VR helmet or that Quest standalone helmet, any type helmet like that, and you jump on that PSVR 1 with that game, you're gonna be lost. You ain't gonna even play it on that because it's gonna be too different for you to get too used. Because the standard, just like you got standard buttons in Call of Duty on an Xbox controller, you know all what zoom in, what zoom out. You know how to run everything automatically because all of those games are set the same way. The VR controls in games are set the same way, but with the PlayStation moves not having an analog stick, that took a lot of games from them. They would have got, like I said, they would have got a lot of more people. But I done seen them get some nice games on the PlayStation VR, some nice PC VR ports, but you had to play them in a different control aspect. Yeah, and if you come from standard PC VR, it'd be hard for you to get used to playing a VR game with that type of control. So when you go back to the PC VR, you're gonna be, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Because when I got on there, when I bought that game for the PSVR 1, that Survive game, I had to get used to them controls, man. Let me tell you, because like I said, basically the movement, man, is really what you got to get used to, because you using buttons to move. You ain't using your hands normally, and that's the easiest thing to do and move around, you know what I mean? But you got to use these buttons to go forward and backward. And yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy. If you can get used to that, you're gonna be golden. You're gonna be golden. But I don't see a person, I see a new person that hasn't played any VR catching on quick over a person that played PC VR or the Quest VR. It's gonna take them longer to learn how to play it like that because they used to one control aspect. Yeah, you got your standard grab buttons, you got your standard, yeah, it's crazy, man. And on the moves, all that's changed. Yeah, it's crazy. But I tell you what, the fact that they even got it on their plan was a testament. And they must have really had a demand to get that game on the PlayStation VR 1, because they sure got it on there, man. I didn't think they was going to do that. I woke up one day and got on my channels and start, checking out my stuff, and all I kept hearing, man, you check out Survive for the PlayStation VR. I'm like, what? They got that on the PSV? I had to go get it. I said, man, I'm going to get that just to see how I play, man. And yeah, it played pretty decent. I got a whole used to it quick because I own the PlayStation VR and I was already used to playing like that anyway. But I'm talking about a person that ain't never played, that's been playing PC VR or the Quest because it's pretty much the same. Trying to get on the PSVR and play that game there, they ain't gonna even want to play it because the control aspect is too different. It's too different. They're gonna have a hard time because they're gonna keep hitting buttons that they used to hitting on the Quest or on PC. You know what I mean? But dang, on PC, this is grab. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's totally different on PSVR, man. It took me like a day or two to get used to the. I kept dying at first. It took me like a day or two to get used. Once I got used to the controls, though, it was over with. And then to make it crazy, what's crazy is things that are simple to do, like turn around a certain way and go at an angle and duck down and pick up something. That's extremely difficult on a PSP. Something that would be real easy to do on standard PC VR, it's gonna be hard to do. It's a full task on the PSVR to do it. I'm like, man, this is so easy to do on the PC. It's crazy, but on here, it's crazy difficult. Yeah, man, some games, but I'll tell you what, a lot of people bought it, and a lot of people had a good time with it. Yeah, a lot of people had a good time with it. Yeah, and they must have. They put it. They ported it again over to the 5. I knew they was gonna port it over there though. I knew they was gonna bring it to the 5 when they brought it to the PlayStation VR. I would have held that though, because that game came to Sony at a time when the PSVR 2 was about to launch. So I was kind of, I'm glad they went on ahead and did it, but I would have waited and went and launched that as one of the available titles when the PSVR 2 came out. You know what I mean? I would have just, I didn't understand that. Well, I guess they was trying to still support the PSVR 1. So, which ain't you can't get mad at them about that. I love companies that don't forget about their prior consoles, man. Yes, they just keep your understandings on deck. You dig? Yeah. I got into the Quest 1 the other day because I got the original MetaQuest 2. I got the MetaQuest 2 and the MetaQuest 1. And then a lot of titles, now more titles, they just stripped from you on the MetaQuest 1. And some of the titles you used to play on the MetaQuest 1. They didn't even strip some of them titles. I don't know why, maybe updates or something to the PlayStation, to the Quest 2, but yeah, you getting lesser type games that you can play on the MetaQuest 1. I don't know why that is, you understand me? But yeah, it's crazy. So we are done with what we were gonna do. The white part that you guys are looking at, fam, we're gonna cut that part off. And we're gonna start our color on our next episode. You understand me? You dig? Look at Sammy Sheen playing no games. Anime Monday. You dig? You understand me? Makeup video on a Wednesday night. You dig? You understand me? So we got her done. Okay, don't forget tomorrow we're gonna take a look at that game I was telling you guys about on Steam, and we're gonna take a look at that other game, that new Darius game, which is a 4-player sit-in with 3 other. You sitting in there with 3 other. This is a big machine, man. You gotta see this machine. They got that game it's for the PlayStation 4. That game it's the new Darius. It's for the PC, PlayStation 4. I wonder if it's for the Xbox One. I gotta look and see it that, because they kind of iffy, like I said, with them games. You understand me? But yeah, tune in tomorrow night. We're gonna be taking a look at both of them games on Steam. You dig? You understand me? Via the Acer Nitrous 5. You understand me? In the other half the command center at the battle station. You dig? You understand me? Whatever you guys do, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thumbs up, up. Thumbs down, down. Thumbs never in the middle, man. You understand me? If you like the content that you're seeing and we bring it to you, give us a thumbs up, up. If you don't, give us a thumbs down, down. Okay, the main thing is, man, and this is the main thing. Give us a thumbs. Okay,